Hi guys, it's Rachel with Rachel's Truth. I just wanted to come on because I haven't been here in a while. I haven't been able to do a video. My husband, he drives trucks for the most part right now. And when he is home, he's probably home like 1 week out of the month. So realizing ever since I started doing this that now I have nowhere to record or time to record when he's here. You know, we have the boys and you know, their room was turned into a studio. Now I can't do that. So I'm just trying to figure it out. So I'm in my car right now. I just finished seeing a patient. It's like 8:20 in the morning. Just finished seeing my first patient. And I wanted to catch up on Snowfall. I know we have another episode tomorrow. And I think I'm going to try to do another video on Married at First Sight. I missed last week's review. I just haven't had any time. But I'm trying to get into it. You know, we like to talk about trauma and healing here. So wherever I can, you know, pinpoint trauma and healing, I will. And I'll try to put in some of Rachel's Truth, if there is any. So we're on season 4 of Snowfall, episode 6. Up to, I think the season's up to episode 7. Yeah, so at the beginning of this episode, Fatback and Leon are they're showing them from when they were like burning the car or whatever, and then they're also going over the CIA's brother. He died from a heart attack. His dad called him to let him know that he died, and he's thinking in his mind, oh, okay, all right, you know, I'm mourning, this is traumatic, whatever, I'll be able to make the funeral. You know, so he asked his dad when the funeral was, and his dad tells him it was yesterday, which was crazy. I just wasn't expecting that. But then again, you know, their relationship, and his dad said the funeral was 2 weeks ago, which is even more extreme, you know. It's just really messed up. And then his dad says it should have been him that died. So he has all of this animosity and resentment towards him because of what he has drug his brother into, you know. Well, that's what he feels like in his mind anyway. So you can see, what's his name? Sheen? I'm sorry. He is just sitting there like in disbelief that he missed his own brother's funeral. He didn't seem really shocked considering everything or whatever. But, you know, you can tell that this is really going to affect him to lose his brother, which is it's just crazy. So then we have the Saint's father, and it's just like they're like building this thing up where Saint's dad is gonna eventually talk to the reporter. You get that sense. And it's just like, I mean, I don't know how Saint's gonna react, but it's gonna be crazy. But, you know, I guess he's thinking about his Black Panther days, and he's just like feeling away, you know, because he has this shelter. He's trying to help people. But then his son is actually putting most of these people indirectly or directly into the situation that they are in, because they're becoming addicted to drugs, and then they're not being responsible. They have this addiction. They're not able to carry on a normal life because of their addiction, and it's leading them into his shelter. So he's kind of like, you know, it's weighing on him. So I can understand the weighing, but I don't know if I would be talking to a reporter about my child. We know the mom would never do anything like that. You know, her loyalty is there, you know, in and out, what it appears anyways. And then we have Wanda. She's in the hospital. She's detoxing from the drugs. It's a beautiful thing to see. Most people who have been following this show, I've been rooting for Wanda because, you know, you hate to see someone who was so strong and had her own mind to then become addicted to something that's controlling her whole life and her appearance, and, you know, just having nowhere to stay. You know, she's in the streets, so you don't want to see her like that. You want to see her healthy, you want to see her recover. So that's what we're getting to witness, and, you know, that's a good thing. And then we have a scene where, you know, they're talking to Fatback. They got him to, you know, like feeding him, you know, schmoozing him so that he can take the fall for the killing of the 5-year-old girl. And it's just, you know, Scully's daughter. And it's just crazy because you already know it's not going to end well. Well, I already knew it wasn't going to end well. So Fatback is going to take the rap. They're going to pay him, you know, take care of him while he's in prison, make sure that he gets the protection he needs, make sure that his family gets money, and then when he comes out, they say that they're going to give him money. So he's like, all right, he's going to do it, you know. So then Wanda gets out of the hospital. She goes back to the streets because she doesn't have anywhere to live, right? So she goes back to the streets, and she goes back to, like, you know, sleeping outside with everyone else that's homeless. And you feel bad for her. I mean, it's traumatic to have to go through addiction and everything it entails and everything that you see and the environment. And then now you left the hospital. There's no resources in place to help you to get back on your feet. No one's looking to help you because they probably feel like she's just going to be back, right? So she goes into the streets where she was, same environment, same, you know, same everything that can possibly pressure her to going back to doing drugs. So you know, she needs help, and you just want to see her get the help that she needs, right? So then you have the CIA agent, Sheen. He goes to the club to speak with Saint, and he's drunk. He's wasted. So now you see him mourning. You see the process of mourning his brother. So he's intoxicated. That's the way he's mourning. That's the way he's grieving. And, you know, with grieving, there's a process. There's a process that you have to go through to ultimately get through, you know, and heal from whatever the experience is, because grieving doesn't always have to deal with death. You can grieve a divorce. You can grieve a divorce. You can grieve a friendship, any type of relationship that comes to an end. There is a grieving process, right? So then another scene, you see Khadijah, she's cooking something on the stove. When I first saw it, I thought she was making some drugs. Had no clue what she's making. She had the bandana on her face. Scully comes in there, and he's like getting a whiff, and you can tell from his expression that it's something that's very strong. And I just never really put two and two together. I've just figured. But then she said something about hair products, so then I was like, okay, well, maybe she's selling hair products. She's trying to busy herself, you know, because her daughter just died, you know. So I felt like maybe she was handling her traumatic situation and grieving by, you know, busying herself. But that was not the case, right? So then Wanda calls Leon for help. Leon's dealing with his own issues, right? So, you know, it's hard for him to help Wanda and help himself. So eventually she's like, please, please, please help me. I don't want to go back, da, da, da. And then he sends her somewhere to go to get shelter, right? So then you have a scene, Fatback's getting out of jail. You know, he turned himself in. Now he's getting out of jail. And there's a girl shows up and is waiting outside to, you know, wine and dine him, whatever she want to do with him, take advantage of him. And he's all for it. He's excited because he felt like Saint sent this female for him because he took the rap and he's about to get taken care of, right? And I felt like there was something off, something was fishy about the situation, because it just didn't seem right. It was just off, you know. So he gets in a car with her, they drive to a dark area. So then Fatback starts to get a little nervous, like, wait, where are we going? She's like, oh, we going, you know, another female's coming, you know, you ever had a threesome, da, da, da. So he getting excited, you know. So then all of a sudden someone, all I remember is that his face gets covered, and of course it's Khadijah. She made a product to knock him out, right? So now it's just, you already know this is not going to end well. This is just crazy. He took this rap. Now he's suffering the consequences. And where was Saint's people? Like, first of all, he's in jail. You already know they're trying to get at somebody. Why didn't you have someone outside of the precinct just basically just sitting there, not for his release, but just in case anything happened, just to make sure he was good? Like, they should have been protecting him even more so, you know what I mean? And they really dropped the ball with that one. And at first I wasn't gonna blame Saint, but I blame them because they dropped the ball. And you have to be able to think ahead, and they did not think ahead, and it's really messed up. So Fatback is unconscious. And then you go to scene, you know, Saint's with the girl he's been messing with, you know, having sex with or whatever, the one that's working at the club. I don't know, it's just something, you know, they don't really show too much about her, but I just get a sense that she's like working for the cops or something. Like, it's just not, something's not going to end well. Either she's already working for the cops, she's undercover, or they're going to pull her in, or someone's going to pull her in, report it, somebody, because, you know, things can't just be positive, right? So then, yeah, because she was asking a lot of questions. Yeah, something not right. So then you have Khadijah. You realize that she's the one who bailed him out of jail and got Fatback out. And then Khadijah, she's just mad. She's pissed. She wants to know where Saint is. He's telling, not Saint, Leon. It's like he's telling him he don't know where he is. He's not giving up anything, right? He's being loyal, 100%, right? So Khadijah stabs Fatback to death. Stabs him to death. All the trauma, the anger, everything. You can tell that it was a mixture of, you know, her daughter dying, things that happened to her as she grew up. She's taking out all of this on him, and she stabs him to death. I can't imagine stabbing someone to death, you know. That really, you know, she basically snapped, you know. She snapped, you know. It's a traumatic experience, the death of her daughter. And I believe she really snapped. So she stabs him to death. But I'm just, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I know this is not the same sweet, innocent, pregnant teen from All American stabbing someone to death. She is playing the heck out of that role. She really is. If you see her All American and you see her here, you can see that she's a really good actress. So I appreciate her in this role. So then you have a scene where Saint's aunt, you know, I'm not good with names. I'm horrible, actually. His aunt is with her boyfriend, Jerome. I think I got it right this time. And they went to go visit a friend of hers, and they're putting them on to the game. And you could tell that she really didn't want to do it because, you know, she knows what they've been going through and the consequences of being affiliated with this, and then, you know, with the CIA and stuff. So you can tell that she is really not hesitant about it, but she's doing it because they have to get more, you know, people and get the product out there, and have to continue business as usual. So Jerome is kind of like, yo, why are you doing this? You don't have enough. Like, what, he's like, he's concerned about her and her need to do this. And then eventually she tells him, like, listen, Saint is underneath the CIA. Even if we wanted to stop, we can't. We in too deep. Da, da, da. He's like, how long did you know this? And she told him, and he was asking who else knows. And she's the only other person that does, like, she told him who knows or whatever. And I think Leon still doesn't know. So I think it was just them two left that didn't know. So he's pissed. Like, don't you think she should have told him? They were trying to protect him, but no, don't protect me. Let me know. Fill me in. What was I saying? I was calling him Sheen, the CIA Reed. Lord help me. I'm going to get it together. I'm going to get these names together. I am horrible at names. I will make up a name in a second. But I'm going to get it together. Just you wait and see. And don't mind my finger. I done broke another nail because I'm still trying to get used to nails. But I be going too long. So I'm going to go get my nails done. All right. So, yeah, we just talked about that. So then Wanda, she ends up going to the shelter where Saint's dad, the one that Saint's dad runs, and they're helping her. And then while she's there, the reporter shows up, and she kind of looks like, because Wanda is smart, all right? She might be a crackhead, but she's smart. So she's looking. So the reporter comes. She threatens to expose Saint's dad, saying that the money from the drugs and different things were helping to put this shelter together and supporting it and stuff like that. And you can see that the father is like getting a little worried, and you can see that he wants to say something. He's gonna say something. Just the way the build-up is going. So the reporter promises to spare his family. Which I'm just like, spare his family? You are a reporter. How are you going to spare his family? Like, what are you going to do? Okay, I'm done. Don't mind my hair. I got to get my hair done tomorrow. But what are you going to do? And I just can't even believe that his dad is falling for this. I mean, he feels so guilty. He's fallen for this, and it's not going to end well. So that is the end of the episode. As you see, there is a lot of trauma. You have Khadijah going through the trauma she's going through and coping by killing Fatback, which is insane. And it's just a lot. It's just a lot. And it's getting good. I know the next episode is going to be even better. But there's a lot of trauma here, a lot to unpack. I really enjoy this show and the writing. But let me know what you think. What are your thoughts? Comments. Leave a comment below. Make sure you like this video. If you haven't subscribed. Share this video on your social medias. Like, comment. Let's get a dialogue going. I don't get a lot of comments, so let's do that. And yeah, I'm gonna get back to you on the next show. Hopefully a little later I'll be able to do another video and then do Married at First Sight. But this video is running long, so I'm gonna go. I got some more patients to see, but it was really nice chatting with you. Once again, this is Rachel with Rachel's Truth. Thanks for watching. Bye.